What if I told you that the way you've been visualizing is taking you away from your dreams instead of bringing them closer? Yes, many people believe that all they have to do is close their eyes and imagine what they want. But the truth is that this alone doesn't work. What nobody tells you is that there is a specific, almost surgical method that makes your mind and your reality come into perfect harmony so that things really do happen. Visualization, when done the right way, not only speeds up your manifestations, but also reprograms your brain so that it sees and seizes opportunities that were right in front of you all along. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to apply this definitive method so that you stop just dreaming and start materializing. So get pen and paper, because what you're going to learn here could completely change the way you manifest your reality. And of course, like and subscribe to the channel, because here the talk is straight and focused on what really works. Visualization isn't just a motivational trick. It's a powerful tool used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and even scientists to shape reality. Since ancient times, civilizations have understood that the mind has the power to influence the physical world. Today, neuroscience confirms that the brain does not distinguish between a real experience and an intensely imagined one. This means that by visualizing with clarity and emotion, you are literally training your brain to create new neural connections that bring you closer to your goal. But here's the problem. Most people visualize the wrong way. They just see the scene as if they were watching some movie, with no emotion, no real involvement. Visualizing isn't just seeing mental images, it's feeling the experience in your body, absorbing every detail as if you were already living it. If you want to manifest a new job, for example, it's not enough to imagine the office. You need to feel the pride, hear people congratulating you, touch your badge and even smell the atmosphere. Sporting greats such as Michael Phelps used visualization to achieve extraordinary performances. He mentally practiced every detail of his races, including possible failures, to ensure that his mind was prepared for any scenario. That's the real power of visualization, programming your brain to respond as if success is already inevitable. If a swimmer can use this to win Olympic medals, why can't you use it to transform your life? However, many people give up because they don't see immediate results. Visualization isn't magic in the sense of making things appear out of thin air. It is a bridge between intention and action. When done well, it changes your perception, makes you see opportunities that you previously ignored, and conditions your behavior to make decisions that are more in line with your desires. That's why those who master this technique seem to be lucky. In reality, they're just training their minds to be in the right place at the right time. Visualizing without emotion is like trying to start a car without fuel. It simply won't work. The real secret of manifestation lies in the fusion of thought and feeling. When you imagine something and experience the corresponding emotion, your brain registers it as a real experience. This is because the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what is physically experienced and what is intensely felt in the imagination. In other words, if you want to attract more money, it's not enough to see figures in your bank account. You need to feel the joy and security of having this abundance now. Science proves that emotions generate chemical changes in the body, releasing hormones such as dopamine and serotonin, which strengthen neural connections. The more intense the emotion, the deeper the impact on your nervous system. This is why moments of strong emotion, such as a big scare or an unforgettable achievement, remain etched in the memory. Applying this principle to visualization, you need to generate authentic emotions so that your desire becomes an inevitable reality. But how do you do this? One simple method is to use emotional triggers. If you want to manifest a loving relationship, for example, close your eyes and imagine yourself smiling next to your ideal person, feeling the warmth of their embrace, hearing their voice. To further reinforce the emotion, use music that brings you positive feelings or think of happy moments from the past to get into the right state before visualizing. This small adjustment makes all the difference to the quality of your visualization. A common mistake is to let the rational mind sabotage the experience. If you start doubting in the middle of the visualization, saying, "That's impossible," your emotion will be one of frustration rather than fulfillment. To avoid this, get so involved in the scene that your body reacts as if it were real. Goosebumps, an involuntary smile, a racing heart. These are signs that your visualization has activating the right connections in your brain. Effective visualization begins long before you create images in your mind. If your head is full of worries, anxiety, and distractions, your visualizations will be weak and have no impact. This is why meditation plays an essential role in the process. It prepares the ground, calming the mind and allowing your thoughts to be directed with more clarity and power. There are two main forms of meditation that enhance visualization: passive and active. Passive meditation is the foundation. It consists of simply observing the breath, letting thoughts flow without attachment. This teaches your mind to slow down and prevents visualization from being sabotaged by doubts and worries. If you've never meditated before, start with something simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing for 5 minutes. Little by little, your mind will become calmer and your ability to visualize will become more intense. Active meditation is where the magic happens. Here, instead of just observing your thoughts, you begin to guide them. Imagine that your mind is like a movie projector and you are creating the scene you want to experience. Unlike simple, loose imagination, in active meditation, every detail is intentional. You place yourself inside the scene, feel the emotions, and experience the desired reality with total immersion. The more vivid this experience, the deeper the impact on your subconscious. A practical example. Let's say you want to manifest a new job. First, use passive meditation to clear your mind and relax. Then go into active meditation and visualize yourself entering the company, greeting colleagues, feeling the energy of the environment and experiencing the satisfaction of being there. Do this calmly, absorbing every sensation. This practice creates a mental conditioning that naturally leads you to make decisions and take actions that bring this desire closer to reality. A common mistake in visualization is to create long, complex scenes which end up dispersing attention and reducing emotional intensity. The secret lies in simplicity. Short images, 10 to 20 seconds, but highly vivid and charged with emotion. Think of it as a powerful trailer, not an entire movie. The more objective the scene, the stronger the impact on your subconscious. Your brain doesn't need a long story, but a clear image repeated with emotion. To create an effective scene, involve all the senses. If you want a new car, don't just imagine it parked in your driveway. Feel the steering wheel in your hands. Hear the engine roar, smell the new car smell. Experience the feeling of freedom as you drive. The more sensory details you include, the more real it will feel to your mind. And the most interesting thing, your brain will start working to make that image a reality. Repetition is also essential. Choose a short scene and repeat it daily, especially before going to sleep and waking up, times when your mind is most receptive. Constancy reinforces the message in the subconscious, making that vision familiar and possible. Many people give up because they don't see immediate changes, but the secret is persistence. Just as an athlete trains their movements until they become natural, visualization trains your mind to believe and act towards the goal. A powerful trick is to anchor your short scene to a strong emotion. For example, if you want to manifest a new house, instead of just seeing it, imagine yourself opening the door and feeling a deep sense of relief and gratitude at finally living there. This emotional charge speeds up the manifestation because your brain starts looking for ways to make that feeling a real experience. Many people think that all they have to do is visualize and wait for the universe to do the rest. But without action, visualization is just a dream lost in the air. What differentiates those who manifest results from those who only imagine is the ability to align thought and movement. Visualization gives you clarity and confidence, but it's action that opens the door for opportunities to appear. The key is to act strategically, without anxiety, but also without expecting passive miracles. Strategic action means identifying small steps that bring you closer to your goal. Want a new job? As well as visualizing yourself in the position of your dreams. Update your CV, contact people in the field, prepare for interviews. Want to improve your health? Visualizing yourself full of energy helps, but joining the gym and adjusting your diet are essential parts of the process. Visualization doesn't replace action. It makes it more efficient and focused. Another important thing, keep an eye out for signs and opportunities. When you start visualizing consistently, your mind starts to perceive possibilities that previously went unnoticed. You may notice a perfect job opening, meet someone who can help you, or have a powerful insight. These synchronicities are not coincidences, but reflections of your new state of mind. Your only task? Seize these opportunities and act without hesitation. Many people hold back out of fear or doubt. They visualize, but when it comes time to act, they sabotage themselves by thinking, "What if it goes wrong?" This is the biggest mistake. The secret lies in trusting the process and understanding that each action, however small it may seem, is a brick building your new reality. The universe responds to movement. You don't need to know exactly how everything will turn out, but you do need to take the first steps with faith. Visualization is not a trick you use once and that's it. Like any skill, it needs constant practice to generate real results. Imagine an athlete training for the Olympics. He doesn't just run once and expect to win the competition. He trains every day, strengthening his technique and conditioning. With visualization, it works the same way. The more you practice, the more your subconscious aligns itself with the reality you want to create. The problem is that many people give up too soon. If they don't see changes in a few days, they think the technique doesn't work. But the outside world is a reflection of your inner state, and changing that state takes time. Your brain needs to reprogram itself, create new neural connections, and reconfigure your perception. This requires repetition and patience. Consistency transforms a vague desire into an unshakable belief, and it is this belief that moves mountains. To make the practice consistent, create daily rituals. Visualize waking up and going to sleep, times when your mind is most receptive. Use visual reminders, such as a vision board, to reinforce your intentions throughout the day. Small habits, such as writing down your goals or repeating positive affirmations, also help you stay focused. The key is to integrate visualization into your routine, making it as natural as brushing your teeth. Another crucial point: avoid anxiety about results. Many people visualize today and want to see changes tomorrow. This generates frustration and ends up blocking the process. Trust that by sticking to the practice, things will fall into place at the right time. Visualization doesn't force the universe to give you something, it transforms you into the person who naturally attracts what you want. And when this change happens internally, the outside world responds. Here's a truth that few people understand. The more desperately you want something, the more difficult it becomes to achieve it. This is because obsession generates anxiety and fear of lack, and it is precisely this energy that keeps you away from what you want. The real secret of manifestation lies in letting go, trusting that what you want is already yours, without the need to force or control the how and the when. When you let go of the need, you make room for the universe to work in your favor. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on your dream, but rather releasing the anxiety and resistance that hold you back. Think of how water flows naturally in a river. If you try to hold it tightly, it will slip through your fingers. It's the same with your desires. When you hold on to them for fear that they won't happen, you send a scarcity signal to your subconscious. But when you trust the process, act, and then let go, you enter a state of flow where everything happens faster and more naturally. A practical way to exercise detachment is to focus more on the thrill of accomplishment than on obsessing over the result. Instead of constantly checking to see if something has changed, live as if your desire is already on its way. This means continuing your life with gratitude and confidence without getting caught up in the despair of when will it happen. Great achievers maintain a mindset of certainty. They know that what they want is already coming, so they just keep going. Another essential point is to let go of control over the how. We often want to determine every detail of how a desire should manifest, but this limits the infinite possibilities of the universe. Instead, be open to unexpected opportunities. What you want can arrive in ways you never imagined. So practice trusting and allowing. Now that you know exactly how to visualize in the right way, the big question is, are you just going to absorb this knowledge, or are you going to put it into practice? Because knowing doesn't change anything, but applying it does. So start. Now choose a wish, create a short scene, involve your emotions, and practice every day. If you do this with consistency and alignment, the results will appear. And when they do, you'll realize that it was never about a miracle, but about learning to play the mind game the right way. So what's the first goal you're going to manifest using this method? Comment below. I want to know what you're going to transform in your life. Oh, and if this content has helped you in any way, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you'll continue to receive practical content to unlock your true ability to create your reality. Now tell me, are you ready to use the definitive visualization method and finally see things happen?